Good morning, Premier. Colin DeMello with Global News. A lot of people watching right now, a lot of people want to know directly from you. Give us a sense. What does it take for someone in the Ford government to actually be fired?
Well, again, I know, Colin, where you're going with this. I'm going to have confidence in Mr. Clark, and I have confidence in my other ministers. We're going to move forward with building homes. That's it.
What people are seeing here after this Integrity Commissioner and Auditor General's report is nothing but incompetence, right? From the Chief of Staff who decided to rush through a process, to the Housing Minister who looked away because he thought it was going to be too politically sensitive, to a Premier who directed his Housing Minister to open up the Greenbelt after promising Ontarians that you would never touch the Greenbelt. But Premier, okay. At what point do you take personal responsibility here, and how are people to have trust in your leadership?
Well, thank you for that, Colin, and I'm sure you just walked down the street from your home, that you have a home. But do you know how many people don't have a home, Colin? There's hundreds, there's hundreds of thousands of people that there's hundreds of thousands of people that don't have homes. And yes, 2018, we didn't have a housing crisis. Do you know why we didn't have a housing crisis, Colin? Because there was no jobs here. People weren't coming here. Because the last government lost 300,000 jobs. There was no interest in coming to Ontario. But now, since we've been in office, we've created an environment and condition for people around the world to come to Ontario. Let me finish, Colin. To come to Ontario. When we have a housing crisis, I have two options, Colin. I sit back like the other government did and let the whole province fall apart, or we move forward and we build homes. Because I know you, Colin, a year down the road, if we don't have the homes, you're the first person that's going to be up here saying, why didn't you build the homes? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well, Colin, guess what? We're going to build homes. We're going to build homes until people have the same opportunity that you have. You have a nice home down the street. But guess what? There's hundreds of thousands of people that don't have your opportunity, that don't have the good paying job that you have. That's the difference.
Hi, Premier. Siobhan Morris from CTV News.
Hi, Siobhan.
I think, to follow up on Colin's question, I don't think that people love the idea of you attacking reporters for where they live. I don't have a home, and I think it's the same thing. How can people have confidence in your government when we see gross incompetence reported both by the Auditor General and by the Ethics Commissioner now about the way that this process was delivered, and you say the buck stops with you, and really there's no change made on the part of the government that the public sees?
Siobhan, first of all, I've been dealing with Colin for 10 years. I give him the utmost respect, and it works both ways. You don't attack me, I don't attack him, but you know something? We've known each other for 10 years. Do we see eye to eye on things some days? Yes, some days we don't. So I'm sorry if I offended his feelings. And Siobhan, you need a home, don't you? You said you don't own a home? That's why we need to build 1.5 million homes. It's as simple as that. And I have confidence in my ministers.